once again, welcome to our second episode of our webinar from the Philippine Association for Technology and Home Economics of State Colleges and Universities Incorporated or PATESCO Incorporated. At ito po naman po ay continuation ng ating sustainable Christmas eco-friendly cooking and gift ideas. So sana po ibibigay ni Mami Fem or ni Dr. Aquino ang recap ng ating last episode before we go on to the next lecturers that you'll be hearing later on. Dr. Aquino, how are you again?
Hello, Dr. Yusores or Mami Narlene. Isang magandang Sabado muli sa inyo and of course to all our listeners, especially to all our teachers who registered for this wonderful Christmas webinar entitled Sustainable Christmas, Eco-Friendly Cooking and Gift Ideas. And of course, very much welcome din po ang ating pong mga kasama sa Usapang Pantahanan, all family members, kay Mami, kay Daddy, and of course to all our ate, kuyas, kay Lolo at Lola. You're very much welcome, of course, to listen to our webinar today. Ito po'y hatid ng PATESCO Incorporated in partnership with Usapang Pantahanan YouTube channel. And last week, Dr. Yusores, ay napaka-fruitful ng ating napag-usapan. Of course, we talk about sustainability. Pag sinabi natin sustainability, it's all about preserving our planet Earth by doing sustainable eating practices, like of course we need to utilize our resources at home, like our leftovers, how we're going to utilize our energy, kuryente, water, and of course our health, our garden. Paano ba natin isusustain ang ating food supplies at home by having our garden at home? Of course, not only to satisfy the food supply in our community, in our family, but also pag tayo ay nagtatanim, gumaganda po ang simoy ng hangin sa paligid.
Yes.
And it makes us sustainable, meaning our pollution na nalilesen. Ayan, so there are a lot of sustainable practices, not just yung eating, preserving our resources. Dahil mahal ang bilihin ngayon. Kaya naman yung last week, Ma'am Narlene, kaganda ng mga na-share ng ating mga resource speakers. Because they utilize our own vegetables in meal preparation, yung ating paboritong kalabasa na hindi gusto para ulamin sa cooking, or ano nga yung mga ulam na pine-prepare natin sa kalabasa, pinakbet, or yung ukoy,
ginataan.
Oo. But now, we learned from our speakers last week na we can utilize that. Hindi, gusto ko yung organic veggie puto talaga.
Yes, oo.
Number one talaga sa ano ko yan. And of course, hindi papahuliin yung pancake, no? Spanish pancake ni Ma'am Nessie. And of course, ang isa sa pinaka masarap din na pine-prepare during Christmas ay yung potato boats.
Yes.
Ginagawa namin yan sa bahay, Dr. Yusores O nilalagyan namin ng milk, ng cheese. Kaya lang yung kay Dr. Garambas, meron siyang nilagay doon na ingredients na native from Benguet, yung atag, no? Yung mga dried meats nila doon, na preserved meats. Tiningnan nila sa research kung gaano ba kadaming atag o dried meat pwede acceptable sa panlasa sa potato boats, no? Kasi mura sa kanila yun and very abundant. So try natin. Ako na-try ko na when I went to Benguet, talagang isa yan sa mga in-order ko, yung atag, yung dried meat with veggies. Masarap siya. Oo. Kasi yung flavor po ng smoked pork, lumalabas talaga siya sa pag ginisa mo na yan with, of course, abundant ang vegetables sa Benguet, no?
Pwede rin pang lugaw, halo sa lugaw.
Oo
No?
naman. That's why all this knowledge, kailangan natin yan, no? Para malaman natin ano ba yung mga locally sourced veggies and of course meat na meron ng Pilipinas.
Yes, correct.
We can support those who are of course into that business ng dried meats, locally sourced, sariling atin. Yan. And of course today, Mami Narlene, i-introduce mo ang ating mga guests. Ikaw muna mag-i-introduce.
Oo.
Dahil hindi ko pwedeng introduce ang sarili ko. At ako naman na mag-i-introduce sa'yo. Okay. Alright? So, sino? Okay. Please introduce our first speaker.
Okay po, for our second episode of our webinar, of course, we have Dr. Maria Fema S. Aquino. Dr. Maria Fema S. Aquino is a visionary leader and educator serving as the president of Patesco Incorporated and an esteemed faculty member of the University of the Philippines, Diliman, with a PhD in home economics and extensive experience in nutrition and community development. She has spearheaded programs focused on sustainable food practices and health education. Dr. Aquino is recognized for her academic excellence, including being a graduate research grant recipient and a valedictorian of the UP College of Home Economics PhD program. She will be sharing with us festive feast, guilt-free eating for the holidays. Medyo Bisaya si Dr. Yusores, festive feast. No? Guilt-free eating for the holidays. Dr. Maria Fema S. Aquino, University of the Philippines, Diliman. Si Mami Fem, ika nga, sa Usapang Pantahanan.
Maraming salamat, Dr. Yusores. And of course, it's my turn to introduce my favorite partner. My only partner in Usapang Pantahanan, one of my good friend. Ayan. Alright? And she's none other than, of course, the very lovely and hindi lang lovely, kundi lovely inside and out. Beautiful inside and out. Dr. Maria Narlene Yusores. Dr. Yusores is a seasoned educator with a doctorate in management science from the Technological University of the Philippines, a dedicated professional with expertise in home economics, clothing, and textile. She has contributed significantly to promoting sustainable practices through webinars and community outreach programs. Dr. Yusores has over 38 years of teaching experience and is a prominent member of Patesco Incorporated, actively engaging in initiatives for skill development and environmental sustainability. And I'm very happy that she will be sharing, of course, one of her expertise on artistic and eco-conscious Christmas crafts. Kaya yan, abangan niyo yan mamaya. And of course, Dr. Maria Narlene N. Yusores from Technological University of the Philippines. And of course, Mami Narlene, please introduce our last guest speaker.
Last but not the least, of course, the beautiful Dr. Matilde L. Tijat is a respected academic and advocate for sustainable practices, currently affiliated with Iloilo Science and Technology University. With a doctorate in management science, she has dedicated her career to advancing knowledge in eco-conscious craftsmanship and education. Dr. Tigat is a passionate resource speaker on topics such as eco-friendly soap making and sustainable practices, contributing to various professional and community initiatives to promote environmental awareness. She will be sharing with us pure and simple crafting eco-friendly soaps at home. Na malaking bagay ito, Mami Fe, maganda. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Matilde L. Tijat, Iloilo Science and Technology University.
Okay? So let's enjoy their presentations. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Talagang Paskong Pasko na po sa Pilipinas. Actually, September pa lang ay talagang nararamdaman na natin ang kapaskuhan dito sa Philippines talaga. Kakaiba talaga. It's an earlier Christmas. That's why our webinar ay early din. Kaya samahan niyo po kami sa araw na ito for our Christmas webinar series ng Patesco, and of course featuring about sustainability, about mga eco-friendly and gifts, ideas, and of course food and other matters about sustainability. So mahalaga po na mapag-usapan natin ito. Magandang Sabado muli. This is Dr. Maria Fema S. Aquino. I'm very happy to part of this webinar series. And my topic, which is a very timely topic, it's all about festive feast, guilt-free eating for the holidays. Yan. So mamaya ay i-connect natin. Bakit nga ba pinag-uusapan natin ang guilt-free eating for the holidays? Pagdating sa sustainability, anong meron if we will do guilt-free eating during the holiday season? And of course, alam natin that the holidays are a time for joy and celebration. And I will be sharing with you some useful tips to make our holiday season fruitful and at the same time healthy. Kumbaga, ang ating pong hashtag for this holiday season is to become healthier. It's a transition para po sa ating pong New Year's resolution to be more healthy the year 2025. So specifically, our objective for this webinar, specifically sa aking topic, is to identify holiday eating traps and strategies to avoid these eating traps. Learn to modify recipes for healthier options and practice mindful eating during holiday meals. And last but not least, learn sustainability eating practices. And that is actually the essence while we are doing our webinar series for this Christmas season. So, alam natin that food, ang pagkain plays a central role in holiday traditions. We all know that, and it's a beautiful way to connect with family and friends. And of course, while indulging is part of the experience, as we all know, throughout the years. Pag holiday season, we indulge. But then, we can make a choice. We can still make mindful choices that leave us feeling good inside and out. Kaya nga, in our episode, we must feel na guilt-free tayo. Alright? So here's 3 challenges we often face during holidays, especially during Christmas season and New Year's Eve. Isa na dyan, of course, hindi everyone will agree with me. It's overeating. Because there's abundance of food. Diba? And hindi lang yon, madami tayong mga parties na we attend to. Diba? And second, emotional eating. Lalo na when we are stressed. And sometimes, because of nostalgia, diba, inaalala natin ang ating mga favorite recipes, we tend to eat more than what we require. And of course, high-calorie foods, lacking nutrition. Yan ang tatlong common holiday eating traps na we often encounter. And I hope that after this webinar series or webinar, after this lesson, ay makapag-isip-isip tayo. So, para hindi ho tayo mapunta dito po sa holiday eating traps. Overeating, emotional eating, and consumption of high-calorie foods that lacks nutrition. Okay, there are strategies to counteract itong 3 holiday eating traps. Yung overeating, emotional eating, and eating a lot of high-calorie foods, especially the sweets or the high-fat foods. Yan. Ang pinakaunang-una po dyan, the one effective strategy is to balance your plate. Yan. So, pag nasa handaan po tayo, once na meron na po tayong plato, ito po ang gabay natin. Okay? Balance your plate, tulad nung sinabi ng FNRI, TOST, about Pinggang Pinoy, of course, the Bible, para ho tayo magabayan sa ating mga kakainin everyday, especially this holiday season, is dapat balanse. We have our protein. Nakita niyo po doon, the grow foods. Of course, the go foods, or the carbohydrates, or what we call healthy carbohydrates. And of course, our vegetables. Our fruits and vegetables which comprise kalahati ho ng plato. And it is feasible. Dahil syempre sa handaan, hindi naman nawawala ang vegetable, ang fruits, ang protina lalo na. Nagkanap dyan ng chicken, ham, yan. And of course, our go foods. We have our pasta, breads, our cereals sometimes, root crops, corn, yan. And meron pa bang puwang ang dessert? Parang parang lonely kung walang dessert. Well, ang gabay ho natin dyan ay itong Filipino Pyramid Guide for Today's Lifestyle. So makikita po nyo doon sa pyramid ng food pyramid for Filipinos. Ang pinakatuktok po niyan ay eat a little of fats, oil, sugar, and salty foods. Meaning, pwede naman kumain, pero hindi ho marami. Now, when you say a little, let's say for instance, meron kang cake. Hindi naman isang slice na malaki. You can have a quarter of the big size. Yan, no? Makatikim lang. Yan, para naman ma-enjoy din natin yung holiday. O kung meron po kayong mga cheesecake, a small portion of this cheesecake, 1/4 of the whole slice. Meaning, kung may slice po tayo na regular slice, you can, pwede mo siyang hatiin into 3 or kalahati, or mas maganda kung 1/4 of the slice. Kasi I'm sure pag kayo ay nagde-dessert na, full na rin tayo eh. Lagi ho nating uunahin yung ating vegetables, and then of course our protein and our carbohydrates. Yan ang sequence para ho mabusog tayo at hindi na rin tayo mag-crave sa mga sugary foods. Pero of course, holiday season, moderation is the key. So hindi naman ipinagbabawal. Balance your plate. And of course, second is portion control. So kanina, nabanggit ko na yan about portion control. But then there's another thing that we need to take note when it comes to portion control. Meron palang effect when you use smaller plates. Yan. So makita natin dito sa picture, a big plate of course, you can add more food. Diba? Mas maraming servings. Mas maraming servings pag bigger ang plate, obviously. But then, kapag ka ang plate natin mas maliit dun sa karaniwang plato, smaller ang portion size na mailalagay natin. Pero if you will go to a smaller plate, control talaga ang servings. Kasi syempre, yung atin pong pinggang Pinoy, hindi, although kailangan nating i-balance siya, pero there's a recommended dietary allowance required. No? So, para sa adults, it says at least 2 piece of per meal, 2 piraso ng chicken na medium size, yan. Pwede yun, no? Of course, 1 cup of rice or any substitute na carbohydrates and fruits and vegetables. Sa fruits, we have a serving of any fruits. And of course, 1 cup of vegetables. So yan, no? So kung meron ho tayong dessert, ayan, tikim-tikim na lang. Yan po. So hindi naman tayo na-deprive, di ba? Yan. So we need to, kumbaga, pag-isip-isipan natin anong plato ang gagamitin natin. Of course, if you have a bigger plate, wala namang plate na available na small, you can still control your portion size. Just think of our pinggang Pinoy and you will be fine. O nag-enjoy ka na, di ba? Hindi ka na deprive at guilt-free. And another tip is, of course, swapping. Yung tinatawag na swapping of ingredients. Madalas, ang cream, all-purpose cream is one of our most used ingredients during the holidays in making our salads and pasta. But then there's another alternative, a low-fat yogurt called Greek yogurt. Sometimes it's zero fat, minsan low-fat siya. All you have to do is to go to your nearest grocery store and look for any Greek yogurt and you'll be fine as a substitute for your all-purpose cream. Kung makita po niyo dito sa picture, ang all-purpose cream, a regular sour cream nga na tinatawag natin, it's almost 342 calories yung isang serving sa isang bowl compared to Greek yogurt 56 calories lang. So it's a big difference talaga. At masabi natin kasi ang fat calories, it's hard to burn. Kaya mag-iingat ho talaga tayo sa ating mga fat intake this holiday season. So as we all know, that roasting is still the best instead of frying. Dahil of course, pag ni-roast ang any meat products, lumalabas yung oil, yung natural oil niya, nahihiwalay. Di po ba? Kapag po ay niluluto ito. Kapag frying naman, nadadagdagan yung oil dun po sa meat, whatever na gusto ninyong i-fry. Kaya po, medyo kailangan ho nating bantayan yung ating methods of cooking this holiday season. Masarap naman din po if we roast our chicken. Kasi umaano din po yung flavor niyan. Talagang lumalabas. Lalo na if you put it, yung mga herbs na very aromatic. Yan, like yung mga tanglad, lemon. Naku, lumalabas talaga yung bango ng aroma ng isang baked chicken or whatever baked product or roasted product. And of course, I encourage all to use natural sweeteners. Okay naman na gumamit ng sugar, but then kung meron naman tayo at kaya natin na bumili ng mga alternatives. Actually, bananas, isa sa mga magagandang natural sweetener. Kasi matamis na siya, di ba? In one of my episodes about alternative ingredients in baking, banana is one of the versatile sweetener that we can add to our baked products minus the sugar. Hindi na maglalagay ng sugar. And of course, ang honey, although it's also high, no? Mataas ang glycemic index din niya. Tataas din yung sugar level. But then, it's a good source, alternative source of a sweetener kasi it's made from natural source. And kung meron naman tayong budget, like maple syrup, yan, kasi medyo may kamahalan ng maple syrup. Pero it came from maple tree. Usually imported item to eh. Pero maganda siya kasi marami din siyang sustansya, antioxidant, because it came from natural source, from the maple tree. And of course, dates. Yung dates, nako, matamis talaga siya. Pero ginagamit na talaga siyang alternative for sugar, lalo na sa mga mahilig gumawa ng brownies. Yan na po, hindi na naglalagay ng additional sugar because the dates itself, it's really, ano na siya talaga, matamis na talaga. Pero ang maganda kasi dyan, it is loaded with antioxidants, full of nutrients. Kaya nga, maganda siyang pamalit. But then, of course, careful pa rin tayo because lahat naman, anything in excess ay hindi rin maganda sa ating katawan. Okay? So just like I mentioned a while ago about sugar, yan. A little means a teaspoon. Yan. Sa isang araw. A teaspoon sa isang araw. Makatikim lang. Okay. Iwas diabetes kasi tayo ngayon. Hashtag iwas diabetes. Here are some ideas on how we can swap, no? Itong ibang mga paborito nating carbohydrates. Of course, una na dyan, alam nyo ba na ang mashed cauliflower ay in na in ngayon. Okay? Kasi cauliflower, of course, it's a vegetable at mababa siya sa carbohydrates because it's a vegetable, no? Although it's carbohydrates, but then hindi sintaas ng patatas. Patatas talagang loaded din sa carbohydrates. And then, of course, as I've mentioned, baked or roasted chicken with herbs. Those are all recipe ideas. And lighten up desserts. So I have here sample pictures about lightening our desserts. So you focus more on natural fruits and vegetable, and then top with your favorite dressing na low fat dressing, just like what I mentioned a while ago, yung Greek yogurt o low fat yogurt na medyo matamis. Kung ayaw niyo naman ng matamis, kasi matamis na yung ano eh, yung prutas mismo matamis na siya. So ma-enhance yung kanya flavor by adding yogurt or your favorite dressing na homemade na less fat and less sugar. You know, there are different ideas talaga na hindi ka naman magigilty because you are eating the right food. Yan. And of course, the power of mindful eating. I am sure ang ilan sa inyo ay familiar about mindful eating. Ito ay isa sa mga paraan upang unang-una hindi tayo mag-overeat and we can enjoy a flavor and we connect with food. Yung hindi tayo nagmamadali. So I have here an infographic na makakatulong sa atin to further appreciate about mindful eating. Kasi most of the time nagmamadali, di ba? Pero we need to practice this because it will benefit you. Because, yun nga, it will avoid overeating. and emotional eating. Una, ano ba ginagawa ito? Ang pinakaunang tip po when we say practicing mindful eating, you eat slowly. Do not hurry. Yan. Take it slow. Ika nga dito sa infographic. Eat slowly and chew your food thoroughly. Minsan sa atin, di ba? Parang ano na lang, nilulunok. Konting chew, lunok. Hindi pala gano'n, no? If we want to avoid overeating and appreciate the food at hindi tayo agad makaramdam ng kabusugan, you eat slowly. That's why we have our teeth, no? To masticate the food and savor. We have our taste buds to savor the wonderful food that we are enjoying. Then, as we chew our food, we need to focus on the flavors and texture. Kumbaga, ninanamnam mo yung experience mo while eating a particular food. Yan. Paano ba ninanamnam? Pause between bites. Yan, di ba? Sabi din dito, take a breath between bites. Bago ka susubo uli, nanamnamin mo, iisipin mo what you had experienced in chewing that food, the flavor, the texture. And of course, you can also think of saan kaya galing to, or kung alam mo kung saan pinanggalingan, you can visualize, no? How it was done, the process that was done. Yan. And nakalagay din dito, when we are doing mindful eating, we need to sit at the table. Relax. Relaxation is the key to mindful eating, and eat on a plate. Yung plate na kung saan binuo natin yung ating balanced meal. No? You have your grow food or the protein, go food or the energy-giving food, the glow food, of course, are fruits and vegetable, and a little dessert. Pag meron na tayo niyan, sit on the table, relax, and eat slowly, chew it, and savor the flavors and texture. Sabi nga, when we eat, we do mindful eating, wag daw magmumultitask. Ngayon, habang kumakain, nagse-cellphone. So, hindi ka makakonsentrate. Di ba? Yan, hindi mo mananamnam at hindi mo ma-connect ang sarili mo sa kinakain. Yan. Yan. At mahalaga, sinasabi dito, share meals with your family. And when you savor each flavor, you may close your eyes. Ang saya naman ng mindful eating. Talagang you are really doing it to relax and to appreciate, of course, the food na ipinagkaloob sa atin ng ating family members, most especially our God. Diba? Lahat naman ng ating mga tinatamasa sa pagkain, we need to give gratitude, no, to our God. Yan, the source of our strength, temporal needs, and spiritual needs. Sabi nga dito, you set your fork down between bites. Meaning, that's the time when you need to focus, no, on flavors and texture. So itong mga tips na ito on mindful eating, it will take a while to perfect it. Okay, baka pwede namang slowly i-practice muna natin na we don't multitask while we are eating. That's maybe we can start from there. And then, of course, eating slowly, maaring mabilis pa rin ang pagkain, pero we can do progress naman. We can make progress as we practice mindful eating. Tandaan natin yan. And that is maybe one of our New Year resolutions 2025. Okay, and another one. And this is so important kasi syempre bakasyon. Di ba bakasyon tayo? we need to stay active during the holidays. Because, of course, ang dami nating kinakain. Kahit pa sabihin natin, uy, may portion size. Pero iba pa rin talaga kung tayo po ay may exercise. So, keep on doing the exercise that you love to do. Pwede yung yoga, pilates, or walking. Walking lang after meals. Kapag katapos na ho kayong kumain, maganda ho na naghugas tayo ng plato, or we walk around the house or the garden, nakatayo muna, para naman po yung ating kinain ay kumbaga matunaw-tunaw kahit papano. At wag naman yung strenuous exercise. No? Or something that you can do, kung anong mga activity yon, pero wag strenuous after eating. Kasi sinasabi ng mga experts na in order for us not to gain more weight, no, magkaroon ng pot belly or belly, o hindi na madagdagan ng bilbil natin sa katawan, tayo after eating, mas maganda magwalis, maghugas ng plato, o something na activity na you can do after meal. Pwede naman yung mga fun family games, especially during this holiday season. And of course, we need to set realistic expectations. Yung sinasabi ko kanina, no? Sometimes gusto natin maging perfect. Perfect as in, gusto natin guilt-free, o yung mindful eating natin ay kailangan i-perfect. Well, there's no such thing as perfect in this world, but we can do progress. We can make progress sa mga goals natin. Diba? Katulad na lamang po ng example po dito, no? Eating in moderation may look like this for some people. Because, of course, we are in the world na laganap na ang technology sa food. Lahat, kahit saan ka pumuntang grocery store, lahat nakapackage na. Diba? May mga processed foods talaga. And marami na tayong nai-enjoy na pagkain. But of course, we need not to be perfect. Unless sinabi na ng doktor, no? Wala nang ganyan. I-embrace na lang natin ang balance and focus on enjoying the experience, not the restrictions. Example po dito is eating in moderation. Meron ho ditong isang tao na from Monday to Friday, almost whole foods ang kinakain. But then, dahil nga meron tayong food pyramid, pwede naman kumain kahit papano ng ating baked products like yung cookies, cupcakes, but it should be eaten in moderation or based sa ating food pyramid, a little. Hindi ho yung umaga, tanghali, gabi, may matamis. Mamimili ka na lang kung saan ba. No? Sa isang araw, saan ka magkuha ng cravings mo sa matamis. And then, ganun din, Saturday, Sunday, may cheat day ng konti. Meron ditong Coca-Cola and pizza. Pero most of the time, nakikita nyo, whole foods naman din ang kinakain ng taong ito. So, ganun na lang, no? You have to be mindful of your serving size and mag-set na lang ng goal, kailan ba yung cheat day. Pero pag nag-cheat day naman, wag naman isang buong pizza ay uubusin. Hindi naman ganun tama, di ba? You are defeating the purpose. So, you just have to set realistic expectations. And eventually, kung kaya na, pwede naman, no, maging straight tayo in eating whole foods. But, of course, sa ngayon, let us be realistic in setting our goals. Especially this holiday season. Ayan, meron tayong quiz. Isang tanong lang naman to. And in the comment section, please answer kung ano po ang sa tingin nyo ang tamang answer dito. Yan, no? Which of these is a common holiday eating trap? Sinabi common. As in, pinaka-common dito sa apat na to. Is it A, overeating? B, emotional eating? C, skipping meals? Or letter D, all of the above? Yan. At if you answer dito po sa ating quiz, you state why. Bakit yun ang napili ninyo? Again, participate. Participate tayo para masaya. Which of these is a common holiday eating trap? A, overeating. B, emotional eating. Or C, skipping meals. Or D, all of the above. Ayan, answer na. And let us see kung ano ang inyong mga answers. Okay? And this is my call to action. Your guilt-free plan. Ayan. Well, of course, as I mentioned a while ago, I encourage everyone to create your personalized plan. No? So set a goal. Yun lang ibig sabihin yan. Avoid traps. How to avoid overeating. Okay? Modify your recipes to low fat or low sugar and practice mindful eating. Ayan. So let's have a short recap. Okay? To avoid overeating or whatever holiday eating traps like emotional eating, you need to balance your plate. No? Tandaan natin ang pinggang Pinoy. Okay? You have your protein, carbohydrates, or energy-giving food, and of course, the fruits and vegetables. And healthy recipe swaps. No? Meron na tayong mga alternatives to make our handaan na hindi naman ganun taas ang cholesterol, taas ang fats, and mataas ang sugar. We can do healthy recipe swaps, just like what I mentioned a while ago. Instead of potatoes, we can substitute mashed cauliflower. And of course, instead of frying, roasting of chicken na lang. And instead of rich baked products, which is okay na may mga low-fat baked products naman. But then, mas maganda emphasize natin mga natural fruits top with your favorite dressing na hindi naman mataas sa fat at sugar. And of course, yung tinatawag nating mindful eating, savor the food. Namnamin natin and don't hurry in eating. Kasi when we chew our food thoroughly, of course, it helps us to digest the food na mas maganda, no? Kasi ang tendency pagka when we don't chew our food thoroughly, nako, ang tagal nating mabusog. Totoo yan. Kasi nga, nilulunok lang. Pero when we chew our food thoroughly, mararamdaman natin na mas mabubusog tayo. Kaya, konti lang yung nakakain natin. Kaya hindi tayo tataba this holiday season. Hindi madadagdagan ng timbang. And of course, kanina nabanggit ko, physical activity. After eating, walk or enjoy your favorite activity in the morning or before, bago ka man sumalang sa handaan, at least nabuburn yung calories natin or tumataas yung metabolism natin. Ayan. And I encourage you to explore these resources or healthy recipes, mindful eating tips sa Usapang Pantahanan YouTube channel. So our webinar series is in partnership with Usapang Pantahanan YouTube channel. Madami po tayong playlist about healthy practices para po sa ating lahat and healthy recipes shared, of course, by our katahanans, by moms and dads and experts from different fields in home economics. Yan. So the next portion that I would like to discuss with you, it's about healthier Filipino holiday dishes on how we can enjoy our traditional Filipino feast in a healthier way. So, mag-modify po tayo dito ng I will be giving you some tips on how we can modify or make our favorite traditional Filipino feast na mas healthy. Uunahin na ho natin isang example dito. Okay. Ito, makikita po natin yung zucchini, baked zucchini, topped with our favorite, of course, meat dish. That's one way on how we can modify our embutido. Diba? It's healthier because meron ho tayong in-incorporate na vegetable. And of course, our pasta, ayan, kikita natin na may mga vegetables na in-incorporate sa atin hong masarap na pasta dishes. As Filipinos, we all love lechon kawali, the crispy pork belly. Diba? But then there are tips on how we can make it healthier. Kasi hindi natin ito maiiwasan, di ba? Unang-una, we can air fry or bake instead of deep frying. Kung may air fryer po kayo, i-air fry niyo po siya or you bake it. And then you use lean cuts of pork or substitute with chicken breast. Ayan. And pair with a vinegar-based dipping sauce. Wag na ho yung liver sauce kasi medyo mataas po siya sa fats. Although, pwede naman pero konti lang. And then season with herbs and spices like garlic, pepper, and rosemary. Para naman mas flavorful and serve with roasted vegetable. So just like in our example here, masarap nga si lechong kawali pero we paired it with our favorite vegetables. Lalo na yung pinakbet, no? O dininding, ang sarap-sarap talaga. Ayan, that's how we can make our lechong kawali healthier. The healthier version. Oh, ito na, ako po ay talagang ginugutom na sa mga examples natin. Well, buko salad, fruit salad, hindi ko nawawala yan sa ating kapagkainan. Ako po ay talagang I'm very avid fan po ako ng fruit salad. Favorite ko po yan. Kaya naman, sa darating na Pasko, I will be using Greek yogurt na with honey, more fresh fruits, mangoes, pineapple, and papaya. Kung mag-ano po tayo ng canned fruits and syrup, of course, kumbaga haluan nyo ng mga fresh fruits para hindi naman mataas sa sugar yung ating pong, of course, our buko salad or fruit salad. And to make it more nutritious, you can use, you add chia seeds. Ang sarap din ng chia seeds, no? Para siyang tapioca pagka lumambot siya. And it's very high in antioxidants too. And nuts, you can use nuts to increase the nutrient content of our fruit salad. Ayan, ang saya, di ba? Hindi pa rin tayo made-deprive. We have our way on how to make it healthier. And of course, sa ating handaan, hindi nawawala ang morcon or what we call Filipino meat roll. By that time, you use your mas maganda if you use lean ground beef or chicken for your morcon. And then replace processed meats with fresh vegetables like carrots and bell peppers. And you use low sodium soy sauce and less oil for braising. And serve with light tomato-based sauce. Di pa panalo? Ang sarap. Yun. And ito, paborito din ito. Kung kayo po ay gumagawa ng pansit malabon, aba, tingnan nyo kung anong pwede nyong gawin to make it healthier. Of course, you use whole grain or brown rice noodles. So in the market, there are a lot of noodles that we can enjoy to substitute yung ating mga rice noodles. And of course, pag gumamit po tayo ng shrimp paste sa ating pong pansit malabon, mataas din kasi yan sa salt reduce. Ibig sabihin, huwag masyadong maalat and you can use low sodium alternatives for our pansit malabon. Actually, may mga natural color like turmeric, diba? And of course, use low sodium alternatives na hindi masyadong maalat. And increase your vegetables. Yung cabbage, carrots, and celery. And top with roasted peanuts or crispy garlic instead of chicharon. Ayan, that's one way on how we can enjoy our favorite pansit malabon a healthier way. And of course, our kahit hindi Pasko, bibingka. Kaya lang, mas lumilitaw siya pag Pasko. Diba? Yung ating masarap na rice cake. Iba-ibang klase kasi ang version Yung bibingka, na yun, katulad, parang cake talaga siya. And mayroon namang iba na ang bibingka sa kanila, it's parang biko. Diba? Pero one way to be more healthier is to use coconut sugar or muscovado sugar. Coconut sugar may low glycemic index. Hindi agad-agad tumataas yung sugar sa katawan when you take it. But then it's known na antioxidant ang coconut sugar. Flavorful din siya. Actually, favorite ko siya pag ginagamit ko. And kung wala namang coconut sugar, you can, of course, the less processed sugar, the muscovado sugar. Ang maganda kasi sa mga sugar na ito, like the muscovado sugar, yung flavor, diba, ng sugar cane, na lalanghap mo pa rin, na nalalasahan mo. And replace margarine with coconut oil or butter. Of course, mas healthier ang ating pong butter because it's from natural source and coconut oil. Diba? And you use fresh coconut milk. Fresh coconut milk kasi wala naman siyang preservatives. Diba? And you top with moderate cheese or salted egg and fresh fruit slices. No, instead of yung mga moderate lang, no? In moderation talaga. Yung queso, salted egg, and ginagamitan din pala ng mga fresh fruit slices. Masarap siguro dyan yung mangga, di ba? Ang kapareha. Ayan. And our favorite embutido, ang Filipino meatloaf. Well, how to make it healthier? Of course, you use lean ground chicken or kung may turkey kayo, why not? Diba? Or lean ground pork. Lean. Basta lean. Then replace breadcrumbs with oats or whole wheat breadcrumbs. So kasi isa sa mga main ingredients ng embutido ay breadcrumbs. Kaya lang kung gusto ninyong mas healthier siya, you can use oats, grounded oats. And then you add grated vegetables like carrots, zucchini, and celery. Maganda po yung zucchini kasi it brings out moisture dun po sa embutido. And of course, flavors from carrots and celery. And then you skip processed meat like hot dogs. Instead of using hot dogs, use boiled eggs or mushrooms. And you steam instead of baking or frying. So ako gustong-gusto ko yung steam embutido. Totoo yan. Masarap siya pag steam lang sa akin. Yeah, that's our favorite embutido, the healthy way. And kung meron tayong kaninang bibingka, aba, hindi papahuli ang ating puto bumbong, ang purple rice cake. Kung kayo po ay fan of this, of course, bumibili na tayo. Pero just to make you aware that you can make your own healthier version of this wonderful purple rice cake. Na talaga naman, pinagkakaguluhan yan every Christmas season. Yan. Well, you can use whole grain glutinous rice flour or unpolished purple rice. Reduce sugar or use coconut sugar. Replace margarine with extra virgin coconut oil or butter. And you use fresh shredded coconut and a small amount of muscovado sugar for topping. Sarap. And of course, portion control. You serve smaller portions. Yan. Yan po ang way on how we can make our puto bongbong healthier. Ayan. So recap lang po para ma-summarize po natin ang ating mga inaral since I started kanina about how to make our holiday season guilt-free. Yan. Una, of course, katulad na nabanggit ko, modify traditional dishes to make them healthier. Ang dami ko ng mga sinabing examples and I'm sure yung mga examples na to magagamit ninyo sa iba nyong dishes. Use lean proteins and fresh vegetables. Mas maganda, the more natural, the better. Reduce sugar and fats with healthier alternatives. No, I enumerated or mentioned yung mga ano ba yung mga kapamalit ng mga table sugar natin and fats na mas healthy. And of course, kanina lagi ko sinasabi about mindful eating. Namnamin natin, do not hurry. Let us sit and relax and enjoy the food. Chew thoroughly para hindi tayo mabubusog tayo ng maayos at we are helping our digestive system work because we are chewing our food thoroughly. And psychologically then, it has a psychological effect. When we savor the texture, the flavor, it relaxes us and appreciate our food even more. Yan. And be active. Kasi syempre, that's part of our life. Part and parcel of our life is to do our favorite exercise. And balance your plate. Kanina, paalala uli, pinggang Pinoy is the key. Smaller portions, smaller plates, or be mindful of your portion. And then enjoy Filipino holiday meals guilt-free. Yan, because of the healthy substitutions na binanggit natin kanina. And I hope that you can practice, no? Or maisabuhay, ma-apply natin yan. Ayan. Now, just to give you din po an overview about sustainable eating. Kasi we're talking about sustainability, but there is more than maraming sinasakop po ang sinasabing sustainability when it comes to food at kung paano tayo kakain, no? So kanina, I emphasized that eating fruits and vegetable is healthy. And of course, in terms of sustainability, when we eat more plant foods, especially those plant foods that are locally sourced, abundant in our area, we avoid waste. Actually, isa to sa mga global issue dahil abundant of fruits and vegetables nabubulok lang. Kumbaga, parang hindi equal eh. May mga tao na hindi na nga nakakakain nang wala talagang pagkain, lalo na sa mga province, sa urban areas. But then in the province, there's a lot of abundant of fruits and vegetables na nabubulok lang. So dapat nga the advocacy on sustainable eating, kung ano yung locally sourced abundant, talagang kakainin natin siya based of course on your kung ano yung fruits and seasons, fruits and vegetables in season. Let's make the most of it. Yan. And of course, eat more variety. Okay, when we say eat more variety, when it comes to sustainable eating, kung protein lang lagi ang niluluto natin sa bahay, paano na, no? Walang balance. Hindi natin nakukuha ang nutrients sa katawan. At the same time, yung mga locally sourced fruits and vegetables na mura, hindi ho natin napapakinabangan. Diba? Kung ang meal planning natin ay ito lang, puro protina lang, walang gulay, reduce your food waste. Just like what I mentioned a while ago, proper meal planning, we reduce food waste. So if we have leftover foods, we need to utilize our leftover foods. Huwag lang tapon ng tapon. Ayan. And eat less animal products. Why eat less animal products? Because when we eat a lot of animal products, we are sustaining our food manufacturers and nagpa-manufacture nito. There's nothing wrong naman with animal products. Kailangan din natin yan. Kaya lang, let us make it a point na hindi, kumbaga, balanse. Hindi lang puro animal products ang kinukonsume natin. Because alam niyo po ba na when we manufacture animal products, ang dami-daming enerhiya ang kailangan niyan. No? Isa na dyan yung transportation. No? From the farm to the, of course, market. Transportation of these animals sa slaughterhouse. So, yun pa lang, no? Yung trucking, it emits a lot of poisonous gas in our atmosphere. Ganon ho ang kaugnayan ng when we always sustain animal products. So, pwede naman yan basta let us make it a point na tayo po ay balanse, hindi parating animal products from Monday to Sunday. Diba? We infuse, of course, plant-based proteins. Kasi, syempre, animal products also contains a lot of cholesterol. Okay? And eventually, parati yan, hindi ho natin na nabibigyan ng a chance yung ating katawan to recover from the food, the mga oily foods that we eat from animal products. And of course, eat local and eat seasonally. And that's actually I also mentioned a while ago. Okay? Take advantage of the locally products that na meron tayo sa market, and then avoid processed foods. Yan. Kasi yung mga processed foods, kumakain din ng enerhiya yan because of the factories. Kaya yon. And then choose sustainable source seafoods. Ibig sabihin kung ano yung abundant sa area ninyo na seafoods, yun ang atin pong tangkilikin instead of the imported ones na manggagaling pa sa ibang bansa. Kung galing sa ibang bansa, it will take a lot of energy again to transport the meat, fish, or whatever seafoods from the other countries to our country. No? Maraming energy na nakukonsume. And give plant protein a chance. No? Marami na pong mga ideas on how we can make our plant-based protein at home by using favorite mung beans and other products, pulses na tinatawag. Kasi ang dami naman talagang beans na pwede nating gawing burgers or meatballs. Ang daming ideas na sa internet. And then buy in bulk. Mas maganda ho na hanggat maaari bultuhan tayo because ang reason behind this, it's because of the consumption of mga plastics. Diba? Hindi na naalis kasi yung plastic sa market eh. Kaya we need to bring our eco bags para yung yung ating pong suki, hindi na maglalabas ng plastic. Bring our own eco bags with us. Ayan. So yan po yung 9 tips for sustainable eating. And yun nga, I think it also something to do with what I discussed a while ago, because when we eat more plant foods, we are doing sustainable eating. So that concludes our my session. And do you have any questions? Just put your questions in the comment section and I will answer through the comment section. Or you can send your questions to patesco@gmail.com and I will personally answer your questions about my topic on guilt-free and holiday season. And reminder, registration for the Christmas webinar series 2024 has been extended until December 30, 2024. So you need to accomplish the evaluation on or before December 30, 2024, but you can accomplish the evaluation form by December 14, 2024. Thank you for joining us for this webinar and wishing you a happy and healthy holiday season.
Hello! Welcome to our Christmas webinar. It's another Christmas of giving, sharing, and loving. From our Usapang Pantahanan and Soul with Lions Project YouTube channel, Dr. Fem or Mommy Fem and me will always think of something to share with you this season. This is our way of helping you in mentoring your students. For this session, I got my ideas from the different YouTube lessons, which I added the procedure for your students to follow. The projects that may help you, or the projects which I have selected, may use colorful scrap fabric which you can find at home. They are also ideal for gift giving. If you want to give something which is made from your hands and made with love, these are a good gift that you can share to your loved ones and even your friends. I'll be showing you how to make Christmas ornament, chocolate candy, pouch, and coaster. These are projects that will make your students and even their families busy and may find this as an income generating opportunities. Come join me and let me show you how. dear friends, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in our future webinars. Please like, share, and subscribe to our Usapang Kantahanan YouTube channel. And if it is not asking too much, please include Lali's project, which I am sharing my dressmaking skills and other home economics activities. Thank you very much, everyone, and God bless. Bye!
Hello, hello, hello! Ngayon, gagawa naman tayo ng sabon. Iba-iba ang proseso sa paggawa ng sabon. May hot process, cold process, melt and pour, pwede ring mag-rebatch at saka artisan way. Sa ngayon, ipapakita ko sa inyo ang pinakasimple, beginner-friendly method para sa iyo at sa mga anak nyo na pwede ring gawin pang bonding time ngayong Kapaskuhan. The melt and pour process. Ang process na ito ay napakadali lamang at saka the only process na pwede sa mga bata at baguhan sa paggawa ng sabon. Bago tayo mag-umpisa, dapat isalang-alang muna ang safety natin. Una, magsuot ng protective gear such as gloves, goggles, and kasuotan to protect your skin and eyes from any substance, lalong-lalo na kung may caustic ingredient gaya sa hot and cold process. Since melt and pour process naman tayo, wala tayong ikabahala. Tandaan rin na mainam na gagawa tayo ng sabon sa open and well-ventilated area, or pwede rin gumamit ng fume hood para maiwasan na malanghap ang strong fumes na mga ingredients. Umpisa na tayo! Ang mga sangkap na gagamitin natin ay chopped glycerin base soap, diluted in water na niacinamide, diluted in water na colorant, preservative, aloe vera extract, scent or pampabango. Ngayon, tutunawin na natin ang glycerin base soap. May pagpipilian sa pagtutunaw ng glycerin base soap. Pwedeng i-microwave, pwede ring i-double boiler, basta yung temperature ay nasa 50 to 60 degrees Celsius. Keep stirring lang po hanggat sa matunaw na lahat. Pagkatapos ng matunaw lahat ng glycerin, idagdag natin ng paunti-unti ang niacinamide, colorant, preservative, aloe vera extract, tubig, and lastly yung pampabango. Siguraduhin hinalo ito ng mabuti bago ilagay sa molder. Hayaan nating mag-cool down and harden yung mixture. Eto na ang mga nagawa natin. Pwede nang gamitin ang sabon pag completely hard na siya. Ilagay na natin sa soap pouch, ready to give as Christmas present sa kaibigan, kapatid, at sa mga inaanak. Thank you and maligayang Pasko sa lahat!
Maraming salamat muli sa inyong pakikinig sa aming siniyang ngayong araw na to. Lalong-lalo na po sa nagagandahang lecturer, of course, si Dr. Maria Fem Aquino for this episode. Yours truly, and of course, Dr. Matilde L. Kijat. Maraming pong salamat sa inyong walang sawang pakikinig. And of course, we hope that we were able to give you something para itong darating na holidays, and of course for 2025 ahead of us. Sana po magamit ninyo at ma-share din ninyo sa inyong mga kaibigan at sa mga members of the family. Thank you very much sa inyong walang sawang pagtangkilik sa amin.
Yeah.
Mami Fem,
May announcement.
Dr. Aquino.
Yeah, we have an announcement. Of course, as promised, dahil ngayon ang second episode, the last episode of our webinar. So, today, makakatanggap po kayo ng email mula sa Patescu Secretariat about the Google form. That Google form is the evaluation of our webinar na ginanap last week, last December 7, and of course for today. And you need to accomplish that. Of course, to all our teachers who registered for this webinar, you need to accomplish this Google form so that you can receive your certificate of attendance with CPD units. Ayan. No? Huwag niyong kaliligtaan yan. And of course, sa lahat po ng ating mga listeners, thank you once again for joining us. And of course, sa lahat po ng mga, of course, ng ating Patescu officers and board members, Usapang Pantahanan family, thank you very much sa inyong tulong to organize all this our sustainable Christmas eco-friendly cooking and gift ideas this Christmas webinar ng Patescu. Ayan, thank you Mami Narlene. And of course, looking forward sa mga susunod nating mga webinars sa Patescu this coming 2025. But of course, Usapang Pantahanan will be having our New Year's episode, no?
Yes.
On January. Happy Merry Christmas to all.
Yes. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry
And
Christmas.
we look forward to a Happy New Year.
Yes.
Diba?
Kasi this will be our Christmas episode na
Yes.
for this year. So we wish
Yes.
you all the best for this Christmas, and of course the best for our new year. Yan. Happy holidays to everyone. So
Yes.
maraming salamat po sa pagsama sa amin for the whole year 2024. 4 years na po ang Usapang Pantahanan. Okay? Mami Narlene, what are your parting words?
Once again, maraming salamat sa inyo, and please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Usapang Pantahanan. And if it is not asking too much, please include Lalin's project. It's all about dressmaking and other home economics activities. And we pray that you are all in the best of health for this coming season. And please, ingat-ingat tayo sa ating food intake,
Oo
ang
nga.
ating figure. And of course, everyone, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Kami po, si Mami Narlene at si
Of course, Dr. Fem or Mami Fem dito lamang sa Usapang Pantahanan.
Pantahanan.
Bye!
God
See
bless
you next
everyone.
year! See you next year. God bless. Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.